Good morning, crafty friends. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Stamp and Create with Beth. I'm Beth Roy, an Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today is Saturday, September 13th, 2025. And I'm just going to give it a couple seconds here so I can see who's going to join me. So really quick, I just want to let you know the October Paper Pumpkin subscription period has started, and you can sign up for this box right now. It is Cozy Christmas, so it is going to be 9 Christmas cards or holiday cards. It usually has a stamp that says Season's Greetings or Merry Christmas. I haven't seen the stamp set, so I don't know 100%. A lot of the parts of the box are a surprise. So we have a new die set. So the Paper Pumpkins have a quarterly die set. This is the last one for this quarter, and these are the last 3 kits of this year. So November is also a holiday kit, but it is tags and small treat boxes. And then December looks really pretty. The colors are just gorgeous, and it is called Watercolor and Bloom. So the subscription periods last until the 10th of the month. So October 10th is the last day to get the October box. That date does not change. Every month it is on the 10th, and then the kits start shipping the following day, and the new subscription period starts. So if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin, let me know. I do think it is a great value. You can skip and cancel anytime. It's a monthly subscription, and we get sneak peeks like I just showed you, but most of it is a surprise. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, Maggie. So today I am going to show you a kit that is in my online store. So they come shrink wrapped. I already took the paper off in these boxes. And then it has all the pieces. So if you have a stamping kit, it has a block, it has the stamps. This is the Harvest Home Garland. And so I was going to open this and prep everything, but I decided to just go ahead and do it right along with you. Good morning, Jenny. I love this. I don't know how I'm going to use it just yet. I've seen lots of ideas. I've seen people make a wreath out of it. So I'm just going to open it and dig in, and we're going to look at the components. So if you shop in the kit collection, there are some decor things. There are cards, and some cards have stamping. Some cards have printed greetings. So it will tell you in the components what all comes with it. And you notice I have a pair of scissors. So a lot of times all you need to do is have a pair of scissors to help finish the project. So let's get this open. So we have this really thick cord that we're going to make the garland. It's like a really thick jute. And you can kind of move it and stretch it out. So I may make a wreath out of mine. I haven't decided yet. But I'm just going to put it together today. So it has these cute little acorns. Look at these. Good morning, Linda. And they have this little piece, and I'm assuming that's how you attach them. So let's grab the instructions. So the instructions were on the front side. There is a piece of hard cardboard in here, and I just like to recycle those. Okay. You can use them for all kinds of things. And then we have our leaves. So let's see. I might have to push a few things off to the side, my coffee included. So this is like a textured paper. Can you guys see that? This looks like very vanilla. Let's see what the colors say. Cajun Craze, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Very Vanilla, Copper, Gray, and Ivory. So see, to me it looks like a blue, but it isn't. So let's see. So there's our Very Vanilla, and they just pop out. So I have seen people not make their garland as full and reuse these for cards. So can you guys see that texture? It's so pretty. So, I love it. There's all different leaves. So I know this might be the tedious part where I'm punching things out, and I will do my best to hurry. Right now we're live, and I know if you're watching the replay, please say hello. I'd love to know where you're watching from as well if you're new to hanging out. So I will make sure to put some points in where you can fast forward because you don't want to see me doing all of these bits. But I really wanted to wanted you to see how the kit comes and the opening. So, and I am not good at editing just yet, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try. See if my sons can help me. Fast forward part. So we have copper, and we might not get the whole thing done, but we will see. I'll at least get it started and we can see. So I love the little sparkly element. This is fun. And we have some new large leaf dies. We have a couple, but if you have some older leaf sets, you could probably recreate some of this so you had more. Or seriously, I think the kit is really great value. Oh, wow, we have 4 sheets of the copper. So this is the gray. Look at this color. It looks like, I just really like it. It has like a speckled look. Good morning, Deb. So, I need an assistant this morning. Where are all my assistants? Maybe I should have left them stacked and see if I could punch them all out at the same time. So I would love to know, what have you guys been up to this week? I think all the leaves are the same. Oh, there is maybe it's Lost Lagoon. I'm not understanding what that is. Maybe that's something that there was on there to line them up. Oh yeah, this works. Okay, so I'm punching out a whole bunch at a time. So I would love to know what you've been up to this week. What's your crafting? I do want to, I think, and I didn't look and I'm sorry, but I do believe we have a Halloween treat kit in the store if you're needing things like that. So, but I'm more of just a fall in general. We do like Halloween. We just don't do it up as much as we used to. So, good morning, Vicki. Oh, Joan, you got that one? It was fun. Okay, I do like Halloween treat boxes. If you have kids in school, those are always a fun thing to kind of give out. Or we used to do a Halloween party at our house for our other kids when they were little. And okay, I'm gonna try. I'll do the foil by themselves. But we used to do, and I liked doing little treats for just the kids coming to our party, but then we would hand out candy, and it used to be so fun. But we now where we live now, we don't have a neighborhood that we walk, and so we just don't do that as much. So curious, raise your hand in the comments or comment if you have bought this Harvest Garland Kit. It caught my eye right away. So I was very excited about it. So we'll see how it comes together. I'm not sure how they go onto the garland. So right now I just have a big mess next to me of these leaves. Let's see, I think so. Anyone have any news to share that they would like for us to cheer? I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh, these are interesting. These leaves are a little bit different. They're connected. So we have some more metallics here. Linda, do you have this kit? You've been eyeing it, Maggie? Well, I had to have it right away, so. So these are a little bit different because they're connected. I don't know if you guys can see that because I know it's shiny. So I'm going to try to do all of them at the same time and hopefully not break anything. So obviously, if I were doing this kit on my own, I would probably punch all these things out and then put them in my box. Obviously this might be, it's not, I don't think super bad time-wise, now that I've figured out I can stack them and do them all at the same time. But I do like the colors. And I like that it's not just all like the traditional fall colors. Like here's green. This is the Cajun Craze. But look, it's almost like the two-toned paper. They're very soft. I wonder what green this is. Huh. Maybe it's two-toned. Like this is light old olive. See how the colors at the top? I don't know. And this looks like a light Cajun Craze. And then I think there might be a darker one. Good morning, Dad. Thanks for joining us. Oh, that one's different. Hold on. Nope. This page is this page can't go together, I guess. I have them upside down or something. Okay, so you don't have the kit yet. Oh, so you made, oh, that flower kit. Oh, Maggie, I did have my eye on that one too, but I didn't get it. The bouquet flower kit. So, yeah, I'm curious about that. I didn't make that one. But that would be a great kit too. I have done paper flowers before. it is time consuming. And honestly, this kit's great because if I sat and you know, picked leaves and die cut them, all these die cuts, wow, that would take a little bit of time. But I love these colors. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to display it. I thought about, I've seen some people make wreaths, or like a garland, like on a wreath. I saw someone use like a frame, like a wire, like one of those mesh frame things. And then they put it on it. So it hangs on the wall. So I've seen a few demonstrators post some different ideas. But I haven't really looked closely at those, just kind of in passing. So let's see. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, there's more. Now, oh, these are different. Okay, so these leaves are different. And see, here's that Cajun Craze. It's a little bit darker. Oh my gosh, and we have even more. Wow. Okay, I'm going to try to punch all of these at once. Nope, too thick. Okay, well, I tried. Oh, everybody send prayers and good vibes to Deb. She had surgery. It looks like soft seafoam to you. Yes. So, Deb, I hope that you have a quick recovery. Deb, see if you can talk your husband into doing this kit. And these leaves are pretty easy to punch out. Like I said, I have 4 sheets here, kind of together, and I'm pushing them all through. And I'm just trying to be careful with the little stems because remember, I don't know how these get attached to the little rope thing here. But that's the kit mostly, is punching out the leaves. So, try to get faster. I said, I am being a little rough with it, but I'm getting, I'm trying to keep those bottom pieces intact. Okay, here's our last 2. So the kit is literally all die cuts, some acorns, and the, the twine, the thick, piece that we're going to build on. So Joan mentioned that light green looks like soft seafoam, and it does. It does kind of look like that in person. I think that's why I was confused by the pictures, because this definitely looks blue to me, but it says Lost Lagoon in the colors. So maybe it's just my eye, but that really looks like a blue. And Lost Lagoon does have blue in it, so maybe it's like a watercolored effect, so it looks lighter and looks more blue than green. I'm trying really hard not to rip where these 2 are connected, because these are like the foil pieces that had, they are connected to each other. So let me stick those off separate in a pile. And let's get to our instructions. Look at these pile of leaves. Might lose some. Okay, I'm going to put these over here because they're all different in that they're connected. Okay, I'm just leaving it like that. I don't know. I probably should have sorted it by color, but you guys ready to just jump in? Okay, so instructions 1 were to punch out all the leaves. Okay, we've done that. Oh, and this says fold. Huh. So these leaves we fold in half. They should look like that. And these we fold in half. Like this. So we're folding these in half. Oh, I hope I'm doing this right. Anyone else feel nervous? I think that's what it's telling us. So, wow, it might take me a minute. We'll at least get started, okay? Oh, it has a hot glue gun, and I don't have that out. Well, now we know how it gets attached. I guess I should have opened it and looked at the instructions. I can, let me grab my hot glue gun really quick, and I can plug it in down here. And I like to grab my silicone mat. So I'll plug it in and we'll see how it starts. Just so you know, if you get this kit, you need a hot glue gun. And I'm just going to put this right here beside me. Oops, maybe. Wow, this could get really messy, but that's okay. That's the fun of it. Honestly, when I bought this kit, I have that on. When I bought this kit, I thought you laced the leaves on. I thought these leaves kind of like had a hole down here and that they were threaded on. So these ends are just kind of, let me show you guys, are just kind of wound. This one actually wasn't really wound that well, but this is what it shows. So if you don't want, if you're not going to hang it and you don't want the loop on there, you could undo it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I know, Vicki, I need one of you guys here to fold the leaves so I can get them on, but we'll get it started. So I might not finish it live. That's okay. I don't want to bore you guys with it. But basically you're going to go through and you're taking all of your leaves and folding them in half. But see, there's a back side. Okay. And then the front is, so this is like an embossed vein, and the front is the debossed, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna fold it. We're gonna see how it goes. And if you got the kit and you don't want a garland, just use all the leaves however you want. I still like all the leaves. So I'm gonna fold a variety here so we can get going. And it doesn't really look like it gives us a whole lot of like you have to do it a certain way. I think this is to just give it some dimension, so you don't have to fold it a ton. I'm just folding it down the middle. Let's do a variety. So So this might be a kit where you do a little bit and then you walk away and then you come back. Oh, I have two stuck together. That's okay. Let's get down in here and get some of these other colors. So what do you guys, now this one's really textured. Some of the textures are very different. I really like it. Oh, Deb, that's a good idea. The little color thing. I don't know if that was like a printing or a cutting cue for the machines or what, but so we have this gray is like a speckled. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera, but it's really pretty. And this says Lost Lagoon, but to me it has more of a blue tone. So your eye may see it different than mine. I like it. Now some of these really feel like a linen, and some of them just feel like cardstock. I really like this. So, like I said, I've seen people do the kits and not use all the leaves. So if you want to save some back for cards, go for it. Looks like we have plenty, right? Lots of leaves in here. And you want to be careful with the foil, because if you have lotion on, it will leave fingerprints on your foil. So I don't have any lotion on yet today, so what do you think so far? What are your impressions of the kit? I like it. I decided I wanted to show it live, and like I said, we might not want to sit here all day and watch all of this, but I'll do a little bit. We'll do a little bit. And it's really not that this is difficult. It's just gonna, this is the time consuming prep part. So, you know, that happens sometimes with different things, but I like that we have some different kits. This isn't a card kit. So and I'm not worried about if they're exact. I think this is just for dimension. So I love all the different leaves. Let's see, did I miss any colors? I don't know if I have very many of these. Yeah, I think so too, Deb. I love the colors of this. I mean, just look at this. This looks like a leaf pile to me. And we loved playing in the leaves. So something that you might not have thought of, I have lots and lots of leaf photos from my older boys were little, and we had loads of trees at our house and loads of leaves. And we would make large leaf piles and jump in them and just have a blast. And so if you saved some of these back, you could use them for your scrapbook pages. Now we do have a couple of leaf dies that are large. They were in the gathering moments, so you might have seen those in my walkthrough. Those would work too, to just do this, but this is a big variety of different leaves. So look through your dies, and then you could just emboss them and give them a little texture. So we're going to see what variety I have here of leaves, and we're going to do a few. And if I need something, I'm going to put these in my box just so that I don't get hot glue on everything. And if I need another color, I'll grab it and fold it. Okay. So if you only have time to take the leaves apart, you can prep them and throw them back in your box and you're ready to go. I don't know if I did very many of this lighter green. I'm just going to grab a couple of those. I love the feel. The very vanilla and this gray have just like a really soft texture. I wish you could feel through the camera because it's really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna have those nearby. So here's our instructions. So I did this, and now I did some of the folds. Those double ones are down there. I'll fold them as I need them. So it shows us, can you guys see this? It shows these, and that you take this and you curl it. So if you can't do this with your fingers, use your take your pick tool, okay, and wrap it with that, okay. You can take the end and pull it down. They are a little pokey, so be careful with those. So it wants you to kind of twirl it around, and mine's not looking like the picture, but that's okay. I'm assuming you slip it on, kind of like you would a wreath. And then it has some that are two together, and they've twisted them, okay. And these are pretty easy to manipulate. I think they're just like, oh, oops, I might have broken one. They're like the things that you would buy if you made wreaths. So I'm going to keep those nearby. It says to straighten this out, and like, oops, there goes my glue gun. Like I said, you could make this do whatever you want. So if you want it to become a wreath and you want it to be a circle or an oval, when you're done, you can manipulate this. So this shows it very full. And we're going to try this. I am going to leave a little bit. I'm going to fold this a little bit just so I can leave some open on the end. That's how this shows. And it says to glue the stem. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Oh, I'm sorry, Vicki. I curled out of the screen. Okay, I'll do another one and show you. Joan, you're not into making the banner. That's okay. That's okay. And it might not be for you. That's okay. I was just immediately drawn to this. Oh, yes. So the bouquet took a long time. I think when you have a kit like this, it's good just to be realistic. I really thought that the leaves slid onto this. When I looked at it, I didn't realize there was hot glue. So, like I said, we'll get where we can get today for a little bit, and you guys will at least get the idea of what the kit does. And then I will show you my finished product, because there's no way I'm sitting and gluing. I mean, you literally saw how many leaves I have no idea how many I just punched out, but there's a ton. And so there's no way I'm gonna sit and probably finish all of it. But you can see this nice picture at the bottom. It tells you after you glue the leaves on, then you glue the acorns in. And you are hot gluing that. I guess they don't twist around. Maybe you could twist them around if you wanted. Don't be afraid to just try. I accidentally broke one of my acorns already. That's okay. I probably didn't need it. So it shows here on number 5, on step 5, it shows that you're just going to start gluing in the colors however you like. So whatever color you want. It shows a maple leaf first, and it shows a dark one, like one of these blues maybe. So, and I think I might have folded it wrong. Oh, there's 2 blues there, sorry. We'll see. So my glue gun's hot. We're gonna try it. And we'll just see how it goes. So all the leaves are going in the same direction. So if you start this way, make sure that as you're adding them, and you're just putting hot glue on, and then it's going on like this, and then you're building on top. So you want to vary your leaves and your colors. And I'm sure if you need to tuck something in, you might be able to go back and do that. We'll see. Are you guys ready? So the hard part is keeping this up here where I want it to go, because I've unwound it. And so it wants to fall off of my table. Okay, so Vicki said I was out of the screen, which I apologize. So I'm going to curl another one of these. And I just took my take your pick tool and I kind of wrapped this around. And then when you get to the smaller part, you can use this, because it wants you to kind of make a little loop-de-loo here. And then you're going to add glue here, and it's going to go on like that. So, you know, you could slide it on, but it says to glue it. So, you guys ready? I'm going to, let's see if this will reach. I get you, Joan. I get you. Okay, are you guys ready? Now, I have my silicone mat. This is great for hot gluing as well. So if you have one of these, use it. And I know you can't see the instructions. I've laid them off to the side. They don't fit in. I don't want to get any glue on this. And it says to glue, so your leaf is folded. It says to add the glue here. Oh, you're going to see why I don't do a lot of crafts with hot glue. That's okay. And we're going to lay it on there. Now, I know that I want mine to kind of go on something, so I didn't leave as much on the end. You can make this as full as you want. Okay, there's one. It's straight on, so let me do the next one. And I don't want to add in. Let's see, what color do I want? Let's do one of these. And you're just kind of going like this, adding in and gluing it along. Kind of want a little, I want one of these little ones. So what do you think? Are you a hot glue queen? Would this kind of be something that you would like to take your time to do? And I'm just trying to layer them. Like I said, I might spread mine out and save some of these leaves for something else. I do like how it looks, but, oops. This down a little bit. I think I have more glue on me. It's just like when I make cards. So I'm guessing this will take a while. So if you get this kit, just be aware of what, you know, what you're expected to do. And I'm just kind of looking at the guide. It looks, to me, it looks like some of the leaves, because this leaf is sticking out here. It almost looks like it's just adhered to this. So not everything is on this part. So I'd love to hear, if you got this kit, how you glued it. If you kind of went, like it looks like this could be glued here to build your garland. So let's try that. To kind of, you know, oh, ow, hot. Like that. And then I need to build out this way. So let's grab some neutrals in here, like this. And I may just use those other ones to tuck in. The glue pot would be easier. What do you mean, Vicki? I'm not sure I know. I'm not sure I'm familiar. What if we put the hot glue on this part, the garland? Is that what you mean, Joan? So I'm just kind of laying it there. And if I have to fill in something, I will. So the only thing it shows me is putting the hot glue onto the leaf stem and then adhering it to here. But some of them are out like this. So I'm going to make the assumption that some of the leaves are going to be adhered to this leaf that's right here, and tucked in, like, you know. So I might just spread them out a little bit and then tuck in. So if you put glue on here, that's fine, but you would have to work quick because it cools and dries quickly. And then I think it makes it maybe a little harder to move around. So we're just gonna have a little fun with this right now. And you know what? If it gets too frustrating, I'll cut the rope and just make some different pieces. Oops. Well, we didn't want glue there. That's okay. We'll just leave it. Yep, once it cools, it's stuck. So that one's there. Maybe I'm a brave soul for doing this on a live. I got a piece of glue there. We're just going to leave it. It's a little raindrop. Oh, Oh, Vicky, I've never heard of doing that. So you melt the glue sticks in a pot, and then you dip the sections you want glue on in the pot. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. So I'm not right over top of this, so I can't really see how this is coming together, but we're just going to keep on moving. I want something shiny in here. Trying to decide what I want to use. And I think I want another one of these somehow in here. Oops. So, Deb, you have a glue gun that is a cool glue gun. No, I haven't used one of those either. So I'm trying to fill this in. Like I said, I might have to go back and tuck things in and fill them in a little bit more. Mine does not look as full as the picture. But that's okay. What do you guys think? I'm getting started. We'll see. I feel like, oh, and see, I'm not sure how these come into play because, well, the instructions, let me see. Yeah, they don't tell me. So maybe that's how they get that one that was out really far. Maybe that's how that works. Like, they all have maybe like that. So I'm curious to know if you have got this kit and you've completed it. I am super curious to know what you did, how you did it. As I finish it, I will think of some tips that, you know, I can share, ways we could do it. I don't know if there's a less mess, so if you figure that out. Now remember, I'm going to come back in and add in these little things. We'll get hot glue and they will add in, you know, tuck in. So basically you're just adding in the colors. I'm trying to see what colors have I used. What did I miss any? And I'm trying to use a variety of leaves. So maybe if I sorted them by the type of leaf, then I could say, oh, I want that one like this. Like that tucked. Some of them I'm just wrapping around a little bit. That one was far apart, but I want to add some other things. Maybe one of these. And I've got to be careful. Some of them I folded together, so when I go to separate them, I'm finding I have two leaves. But I think one of the tips I would do is take your leaves and sort them so you have all your maple leaves. And I think I'm going to put this one in here like that. And then that way you can kind of grab your leaves according to the type of leaf you want and how you're trying to mix them. It might be a little easier. Some leaves are smooth. There's quite a few different leaves. Oh, and look, see, these are two little ones, so you could adhere that on. So that might make this go just a little easier sorting wise. So you could see what leaf do I need now? What have I used? But I like the little pop of copper in here, of this metallic. It's very pretty. I need some little leaves. Let's do one of these. And don't forget, we had some of those colored leaves as well that kind of trying to see how I probably should have put this one a little down, a little further, but that's okay. I need something going the other way. Let's see what. I want one of, oops, I lost a leaf down over the edge. I want one of these. Let's do this one. Okay, it's getting a little messy right there. Gonna need a big leaf to, and you know what, if I decide to move this, I may, just gonna come in here and snip it. I want it to change. It's my garland, so I can change it how I want, right? I'm gonna add a little more glue right here. So it's okay if you do it your own way too. So that's my start. This leaf's going to be a little flatter. That's okay. I'll just continue to build. Did I miss any colors? I think my first chore is I'm going to sort all the types of leaves. So I feel like I can work a little quicker. Let me know. I'm seriously curious. I've only seen a few people do this kit, but it's pretty. It's very pretty. And then these are all my double leaves, so I haven't done anything with them. I didn't fold them even. So you have some of these that you would just adhere and kind of tuck in and have them stick out. So that's probably what they used on that other one that I glued like that, but that's okay. Again, it's your project, so it's really however you want it to look and how you like it. I might tuck, whoops. Now that, I'm not going to be tucking too much underneath of it, but I think I could tuck this like that and then continue to build. to see what colors I have here and how they're kind of laid out. I just want to make sure I still have that whole box of leaves, but you do want to make sure that you're kind of being mindful of how much you're using, how full you're making it, or you may run out before you get to the end. I think. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, Joan. I did think of that, and I forgot to mention it. Thank you for saying that. You could use your blending brushes or your daubers and go around the edges of the leaves and kind of give them a little more depth by adding the ink colors. And you could even blend them however you want. You could really add a lot of color and make them look more realistic. Vicki, you like the leaf project we did a couple years ago? Yeah, I did a leaf project on a canvas, and it looked like the leaves were dumping out into a pile. So thanks for that tip, Joan, on the ink. Thank you all. Yes, I can fluff it up when I'm done. Yeah, and that's me. Like, sometimes I get things flat and then I worry about that. And you're right, it can be done at the end. No need to worry about those things. I feel like I'm putting too many maple leaves together. I need, I don't think I've used any of these yet, but I don't want that color. So I'm just trying to balance my colors a little bit and think about what I have and where it's going and how I'm layering it. And then I will come back and try to add leaves like this to just fill it in. So I think probably the best thing I can do right now is not overthink it too much. And not fret about if it's perfect. It's a leaf garland. So, you know, it should be just an enjoyable project to do. And hopefully, you know, you won't be too frustrated trying to plan it. Sometimes I have a hard time with decor items because of that. It's not a card. I don't get a, you know, I just, it's not quick. It takes time and patience, but I do love it. Let me see these go down here. See, I have a bunch of leaves still in my box that I haven't sorted yet. So that's going to be my first order of business when I finish this, is to separate all my leaves by the type and make sure they're folded. And even if you skip the folding part, you could do it as you're putting them on and putting the glue on. Oh, yes, you could splatter them. You could stamp on these. You know, we have different texture stamps that look, you know, like You know, I was walking through the woods yesterday and the leaves are, you know, yellow with brown on them, or orange and yellow, or my sassafras turns this really beautiful red. And you could definitely do that. I'm doing this kind of just as is. Like I said, I may not use this whole thing. I may just use a little portion of it, cut it, and then use the leaves for other projects. But it is a great value to get all of these leaf die cuts. It's definitely worth the money. I will definitely show you when I'm done. I am going to, before we go, I am going to glue one of the acorns on just so that you can kind of see it. So down here at the bottom, it tells you after you're finished with your whole garland to hot glue the acorns in and fill them in. But I'm going to glue one on right now just so that you can kind of see how it tucks in. And they have the acorns, so the leaves are all going this direction. Hold on. So the leaves are all facing the same direction, and then the acorns are tucked in like that, almost to me like they're upside down, but that's probably how they look. So if you don't like them that way, flop them around, just switch them around, do whatever you want. But I am going to take this one right here. I'm going to put some hot glue on it, and I'm just going to tuck it in right here. Okay, just so that you can kind of see that. So it says to load up the wire with your glue. And some of you who are great at hot gluing are probably cringing at my way of doing it. And I'm sorry if oh, don't do that. Whoops. So I'm just going to tuck this in. And I am hitting that, oh, well, it's more stuck to me. Don't do that. And then you just adhere it on. And I can manipulate these a little bit. They will bend a little bit and fold because they're paper. And so there we have it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at the kit. I'm going to see, I'll share Stampin' Up's video. They probably have a fast forwarded video. I'm going to share it on my Facebook page so that you can kind of see their rendition of how they put it together. But this is my way. So I hope you've enjoyed my little start to this kit. It will take me some time to finish it, but I am going to show you when I'm finished, and I'll show you, maybe I'll keep some leaves back and I will show you, maybe I'll do a technique video on how I altered the leaves and give you some ideas. I did think about it, but I thought about it at the last minute, and so I didn't want to go into all of that on this video. So you could definitely make this kit your own and add your own flair to it. Vicky's suggestion is you could cut this into sections and make picks to add to a vase or container. That would be cute. That's a great idea. And I'm not done with mine yet. So I could leave this long piece here and just have this top part and then put this in with my fall flowers. Excuse me. You're right, Vicki. We all have creative license. But I do think, even if you looked at the garland and you thought, you know what, I don't decorate like that for fall. I don't do a lot of decorations and this and that. But I loved the colors. I love the little, this little sparkle that's in there. I love the 3D acorns. Those are really fun. So even if you choose to use this kit in a different way, all of these leaf die cuts, you just saw me punch out so many. I have no idea if it tells us how many, but this is the picture. So you get several pages where they're connected, and it has 2 leaves like this. You get the metallic and the colored, and they're just little leaves. Actually, I think, yeah, the colored ones are just little leaves, but the metallic has some of the bigger leaves in it. You have, it shows, I think there were 2 sheets of each one of these colors, and 2 sheets of these, and 2 sheets of those. So there's the very vanilla and the grays, and you can see there's different leaves, there's different types. So there's such a great variety. Yeah, there's a better picture. I will post this picture. But it just, I like it. I like the kit, and I really wanted to share it with you. So even if I decide to change mine up a little bit, it is very much worth the money to have all of these die cuts. And the colors are beautiful. They're just absolutely beautiful. So thanks for joining me this morning for a Facebook Live. I called this one a coffee and a project because I didn't make a card, but I did want to share this beautiful kit with you. And I wanted to show you exactly how I opened it and dove in. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have questions. I would love to hear if you get this kit and how you used it, if you made the garland or if you did something different with it. I would love to hear. If you want to grab this kit, let me slide these out of the way. You can jump over to my store at bethroy.stampinup.net. Thanks, everyone. Take care and have a beautiful weekend.